Putting a highlight here in this area creates no advantage for you to get to the end result, right? You're not going to see it. However, putting a tip out through here and coming from the bottom up creates connection. So you're going to cut down your application time by being very intentional around where you put your highlight and tip out. Sure, we might want to have a sprinkle of highlight here, which will connect everything through, but we don't need it there, because that's going to help us in achieving the pops of blonde or brightness that we want in her color, right? I'll use 10 volume for her highlight. In the areas where I want to tip out, I'll use 20 volume. Again, always bump your developer when you're doing a tip out. And then for her low light, I think I might go 773 or 771. 773 is 7 brunette golds. So it's neutral but leans slightly sun-kissed, is how I like to explain it to a client. 771 is 7 brunette ash. So it is not sun-kissed and more flat, closer to her natural. I think 7.3, because it won't be very warm. It'll just be sun-kissed. It'll have that, similar to her natural color, how it has that golden glisten, is how it will look. And then we can play around with the tone of her highlights to make them more neutral. I often like to have either the low light warm or cool, and the highlight the opposite. I don't think it looks overly flattering when you've got a really cool low light and a very cool highlight. It can be too flat, and you lose a dimension, especially in a photo. It all blends in. But if we have a cooler low light and a slightly warmer highlight, that creates more contrast from a different perspective, and then we'll look beautiful in a photo. Really pretty.